channel. So today I'm making this card. So I'm using a black card base. The link will be in my description. I'm taking the Picket Fence Studio Heart of Flowers stencil. So this is going to be another sympathy card. I just wanted to do something quick and easy because my mom asked me to make something for one of her colleagues at work because unfortunately she lost her stepdad, and obviously my mom wanted a card for her. So I'm just taping it off, and then I'm going to do some texture paste, and I've not done that since Christmas, I don't think, so I'm trying to think of different ways to use it other than that time. So I'm using the Distress texture paste and the matte, and then I'm adding some glitter, and I'm just going to use my acrylic block for that. I'm sorry if you can hear car engines, it's a bit busy today, so I'm just going to mix that up on an acrylic block. So I bought this texture paste in November, and I was surprised that it wasn't dried out because it's seriously warm in my attic. But lucky for me, it hasn't been. So I'm just gonna mix in the glitter. You can buy glitter pastes, but I prefer the matte one just so I can add anything that I want. So I could add glitter to it to make it glittery. I could add color. You know, there is a lot of possibilities with this, and if you add in some PVA glue, it'll turn it into more of a glossy than a matte. So it's up to you guys. So I'm just gonna apply that using the palette knife that I bought from the Ranger collection. And then we're just gonna spread that. I'm not really great at this, so please do not, hate me for this. But I'm trying to think of different kind of cards to do that aren't always flowers, but something a little bit different. So this doesn't necessarily change that. This is a flower-based thing, but I don't think it's too flowery, if that makes any sense. So let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas of some sympathy cards that you'd like to see done, because I know nobody likes making sympathy cards, but sometimes you need one, and quite frankly, obviously because I didn't necessarily personally know the person, hasn't really affected my mood, but obviously it's affected other people's. So making a card for that person wasn't really that difficult for me, but I think when it comes to somebody that I personally know, I think making a sympathy card at that time will be a bit more difficult, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'll insert some music, guys, and a time frame if you want to skip past this, but I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Now I'm just using a with Sympathy die from Gemini. So I cut out the background using vellum, and then the sentiment itself using some black cardstock. I'm now using my NUVO Precision glue pen. This is great for doing stuff like this because it's so much easier and you can get into the position you want. Also, I did clean my stencil and palette knife and acrylic block as soon as I finished, because obviously getting that drying on your stuff is hard to get off, so I do recommend doing that. And then I realized that with the black sentiment, you can't really see it on the card, so I do it again, and I cut it out in white cardstock, and the white cardstock is the one I end up using. But let me know down in the comments which one you think looks better. I think the white does just because it stands out, but maybe that's just my personal preference. And I'm just putting a glass on top of it just so it sticks down. So here's the difference, the black and white, and obviously that's the white one, which is the one I end up using. But then you have the black, which I think just kind of disappears into the background. So if I did this again, I'd probably use a black ink and make it into more of a grey flower thing. And I'm sorry if you just heard that really loud bang, that's just my postman. So I'm just using some gold and silver gel pens to add some detailing. it's not something I'm great at doing, especially with sentiments. It's just so hard to figure out where to put that. But I am learning as I go, guys. But yeah, I absolutely love how that card turned out. I think it's just something different, but it also just gets the point across. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna adhere that down again with the Nuvo Glue Precision Pen because I do have a glue comparison video going up as well at some point, so I can't remember if it goes up before this video or after. I think it goes up before, so if it is, I will leave it linked in my description, guys, so you can go and check that out, because I tried different glues for different things, and I tried it with different embellishments because I wanted to see if they all dry clear, because some do say that, and I used glues from different price ranges. So we have, I think the cheapest was like £2.25 and the most expensive one was £10.99. So there is a couple of glues that I couldn't find in the UK. So one is I think it's the Burrs glue, and somebody said, you know, they really recommend that, and I was like, I can't find it in the UK, so unfortunately I couldn't test it. Also, I didn't show you Multi-Matte Medium or my Dovecraft glue because I think you've seen that a couple of times in my videos anyway, so I just didn't see the point. But, you know, Multi-Matte Medium is probably my go-to still at the moment, so when I run out of that, I'll start using the other ones. So I think I have enough glue to last me for a couple of years nowadays. But again, I'm just using my glass to glue that down. I'm using the bridal mix from Little Things at the Lucy's. You could use Tonic Studios white rhinestones because they're exactly the same thing. But I'm just adding the embellishments to the inner of the flowers just to add a bit more texture and dimension and just a little bit of a different color, I guess you could say. So that's pretty much it. I do also add some Wink of Stella to my sentiment just to try and bring the sparkle throughout the card so it's not just like bland. I also use the Brilliance ink, which is the shade Moonlight, to stamp my personal stamp on the back. And that's pretty much it for the video. So obviously, like I said, this card is a sympathy card, so let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Stay safe and happy crafting. And I hope you guys are just having some fun with crafting, because I know some people are perfectionists. I am myself. I struggle with everything, and you know, I want everything to be perfect, but that's not always the case. So don't give yourself a hard time. Just enjoy having a bit of fun and learning stuff. But I love the sparkle throughout the card. So but that is it for the video, guys. I'll see you next time. Stay safe and happy crafting.